What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ram Detecting. Today we're going to do a little bit of different video. Instead of going out and detecting, I did a Facebook poll. On the Facebook poll, I asked several different options of what type of video that everybody would want to see, and I think the number one answer was what are my favorite finds. So I have tons of them, but I think today I'm only going to do 3 from a particular spot. So I'm going to get those out and show you guys and tell you some of the back history and where and how I found this stuff. All right.
Okay, guys, my first favorite find has to be this 3-ring mini ball. I found this 3-ring mini ball on one of my very first permissions. I think about 2 years ago. I've been metal detecting probably for about 10 years now.
I never really got into relic hunting until probably 2015. In 2015, I found out I got diagnosed with kidney cancer. Luckily, everything went smooth, but I was out for a while, so started watching YouTube videos, and I found aqua chigger. So I've been a fan for aqua chiggers for a while now, and so that really got me revamped and up, wanting to go metal detecting. So I started taking out my Ace 150. And I got this permission. It's a church slot, and the church was built in 1906. Well, there's also Civil War activity in the area, and probably about 2 blocks from this specific property, there was a camp there, a Union camp in 1864, right along the old railway. But at that time, I really hadn't done a lot of research into that. Well, I took my Ace 150 out, and I was getting a lot of different targets. Really hadn't found anything good. A few wheat scents and stuff like that on this property. A lot of junk because they leveled this this church out, and then they put sand and fill dirt back over top of it. The sand and the fill dirt was probably, I'd say, 6 to 8 inches. It wasn't really deep. And I was going along there, and I got a good target on the Ace 150. And I dug it, and I couldn't believe what I found.
It was this mini ball, and I hit it with my shovel right here, unbeknownst to me. But
to say I was excited was an understatement. I immediately got on my phone and started texting the landowner's son and telling him to tell the landowner. And he come out, and the landowner come out probably within the next 20 minutes, and I dropped it in his hand. And we just couldn't believe. He thought that it might be from the fill dirt because they got the fill dirt from the river, and there was some activity there. But where I found it was below the fill dirt in the natural layer. So I knew it had to come from this camp, and I really hadn't researched the camp. I knew there was one close, but really hadn't researched there.
Anyway, the gentleman in this photo, I will do a video on later. It's linked to this bullet somewhat, but anyway.
So yeah, that bullet is one of the things I've always been interested in the Civil War growing up, but that bullet really vamped things up, and I really got to research in my area and trying to get permissions for ground that I knew that had Civil War activity on it.
My next favorite find from this site, same lot, was this 3 Merry Widows tin. But anyway, my wife and I were talking about these things. We were watching a show based around the time that they used these, and we just kind of jokingly, I jokingly said this was on my bucket list. It's something I wanted to find. And so I was going along there, and I hit had my Garrett AT Pro, and I hit I thought it was a can, but I try to dig most all solid tones and targets. So I dug this up, and I could not believe that I found this tin. And I was so excited. I again texted the landowner's son, and he couldn't believe that I found that. So not only did I find this one, I also found, I believe, two more complete ones and some tops and bottoms. So I think I had like 4 or 5 altogether. And this would be behind where the old church was. So I was like, what was going on back behind the old church?
So this last item, like I said, I found a bunch of stuff on this lot, but these are my, I guess, coolest finds. This last item, I think, to me personally, is probably, I would say, my favorite find of everything I've ever found. Now, I found a bunch of Civil War stuff, bullets and buttons. This is right up there with one of my buttons I've found. So I'm going to show you this. If y'all have seen the video before, please comment down below. I was excited. So here's my marbles.
Alright guys, I'll try to link the video down below where I found this. That other stuff I wasn't filming at the time. I just now really got into this here the first part of the year. But anyway, this is a chainmail purse. I found it with my Bounty Hunter Time Ranger Pro, and it was probably, I would say, about 7 or 8 inches down. I got a strong signal, and at first I started digging up these little pieces here, these back pieces, and this, I think at the time this was a part, and since then I've kind of cleaned it up a little bit and put it back together. But this has to be my favorite find. So I found a piece of this, and then I started finding these marbles. If you can see those marbles in there. And I wanted to keep this stuff together displayed just like this. There are 4 marbles all together. I guess one you would call the masher. I'm not sure what they called them back in the day. But anyway, dated these marbles and this chainmail purse back to the late 1800s. So 1880s, 1890s, maybe 1900. But this and the marbles both dated back to the same time period. I want you guys to check out this clay marble. It has to be one of the coolest clay marbles I've ever seen. I've got a couple over there in my collection, but these date back to the 1880s, 1890s, as well as that chainmail purse. So I'm thinking it had to be dropped either that time period or the early 1900s. Like I said, this church was built in 1906, so it could have been dropped at that time period. But we had activity before there, and so it could have been before that. Okay, guys, so there you have it. But those are 3 of my favorite finds from this particular site. So anyway, I'm rambling on here. Next time, if you guys want, I'll do some of my Civil War stuff and maybe tell you a little bit about the area I found that stuff. If you'd like to see that, go ahead and comment down below if you'd like to see that, because I wouldn't mind doing a video about that. What is your favorite find, and where did you find it? Leave a comment down below. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you don't mind. And like I say, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.